Thank you, Spencer.
She's like a dog trainer.
I love it. First, one school is stepping up and putting their student safety first.
If the proposal for 2 new school resource officers is passed, can Plattsburgh School District welcome them to keep your children safe?
A mile-long construction project is almost complete and just in time.
All the details of what is left to do on this project next.
We want all the details on the forecast today,
all of the nice details.
100%.
That's because every single detail is a nice one today.
It's a win.
Let's rewind to yesterday, though. The sky was really putting on a show. We had all of our morning rain, and then we had some downpours through the afternoon. We went from rain to rainbows and some dark, ominous-looking clouds. Both those pictures snapped by Drew Bressel in Cambridge. And then overnight, while you were sleeping, those clouds cleared on up. Bright blue sky greets you this morning. Few isolated patches of fog. Fog isn't terribly widespread nor dense this morning. And the reason why is because behind the cold front that brought you the showers, cooler, drier north air is coming in, and that air originated over central Canada, and it's dropped temperatures down to the 40s and 50s this morning, but it's also brought just an overwhelming drop in those dew point temperatures. So those are also going to be in the 40s and 50s this afternoon as our highs move to the 70s. So the air feels lighter, sticky, steamy, 2 words that are going to be so far removed from your mind today unless you're thinking about the rest of the summer. Now this morning, again, we got down to the upper 30s at the Adirondack Regional Airport, 38 degrees outside of Saranac Lake. We're now up to 40. Seat warmers on this morning, sweatshirts, yes, all that good stuff. Elsewhere, it's the 50s. We are in the low 50s through the Northeast Kingdom, 54 in Newport, 53 in St. Jay. It's 54 degrees in Montpelier and 53 in Lebanon as well, 52 in Rutland, 56 degrees in Burlington, 58 in Plattsburgh. So highs in the 70s and sunshine. Does it get any better than that? Yes, I think it does. There are another couple of important details about today's forecast that we're going to get to in just a couple of minutes. You don't want to go anywhere, guys.
Thank you, Amanda. From the Capitol this morning, New York state troopers, county sheriffs, and local police have an abundance of tools that help save lives every day.
But as Local 44's Morgan Mackay shows us, there is one important thing missing from their toolbox right now.
A first aid kit, Narcan, and a defibrillator are all things law enforcement are trained to use and use almost on a daily basis. But one thing cops can't carry?
They don't have any EpiPens.
An EpiPen is a relatively easy to use injector that reverses the effects of severe allergic reactions. But you must be trained to use one. There is a list of people who are allowed under state law to administer an EpiPen, such as EMTs, children camp employees, and even bus drivers. But so far, not cops.
And if they get there first on the scene, they can bring somebody back from an overdose. Certainly, allergies are a big part of the summer months.
Senator Tedisco says he was alerted of this loophole by local law enforcement, which led him to draft a bill giving cops the right to carry EpiPens, but not forcing them to.
I want to leave it up to them right now. They have a lot of duties, they have a lot of responsibilities. If they want to undertake this responsibility, I think, as I said, it's going to help public safety.
Tedisco's bill would allow for the decision to ultimately be left up to local governments, which means the cost would most likely fall on local cities rather than at the state level, which might in turn affect state police. The state police department did not want to comment on camera about pending legislation, but said in a statement, New York State Police members do not currently carry EpiPens, and there are no immediate plans to implement carrying them. This bill will be taken up more once session is back in full swing. Reporting from the Capitol, I'm Morgan Mackay.
Turning to safety matters, the Plattsburgh Board of Education will make a decision tonight on whether to put armed officers within the district. At issue is whether to approve a contract with the city of Plattsburgh and the police department to hire 2 new school resource officers. The district's 5 schools have never had an SRO before. The superintendent says the discussion began right after the Parkland shooting tragedy in Florida. The officers would be retired from the Plattsburgh PD and would cost the district about $30,000 each.
We would hope that the presence of an officer would serve as a deterrent for any person who might hope to do bad things or cause harm to students. But beyond that, we foresee this person being a fairly central part of our school community.
The superintendent says the Plattsburgh City Common Council will have a similar decision to make. The district has begun to make improvements to its schools following a recent police audit.
In Education Matters this morning, Burlington voters are one step closer in deciding if their high school should get a makeover. The school board has recommended that City Council place a $70 million bond on the November ballot, and that is according to the district. The project has been in the works for about 5 years. The district argues the school lacks in basic infrastructure and accessibility. The money will be used either for a new or rehabilitated high school.
The latest update as a project in Shelburne wraps up, and just in time for the start of the new school year. Nearly half-a-mile-long stretch of Harbor Road has been busy with road crews all summer. The Shelburne Community School is within that area, but road crews are just about done. The only thing left to do is some sidewalk replacement work.
That was the plan right along, put into the bid documents right from the beginning, that this had to be a summertime only project so that we didn't disrupt school traffic at all.
There's no indication of how much the work on Harbor Road is costing Shelburne. Chris Robinson says it's one of 4 public works projects in town this year, which are costing a combined total of $1.6 million.
Staying in Shelburne, the Shelburne Public Library is settling into a new temporary home. The library is now located inside the Shelburne Fieldhouse on Athletic Drive. From 2001 until about last month, the Pearson Library had been attached to Shelburne's historic town hall. Voters approved a $6.5 million bond last November to pay for a new library. The town hall will also be renovated. Pearson Library is expected to move back into its previous home next summer. From the State House this morning, the Montpelier City Council had a public discussion about a potential $10 million parking garage.
The garage would be part of a larger construction project that would bring a 5-story Hampton Inn and Suites hotel to the city. The garage initially was supposed to be paid for by the same family paying for the hotel. The proposal for a larger garage, though, increased the cost, and now taxpayers have to foot the bill of $10 million. City Manager Bill Frazier says the garage wouldn't increase property taxes, and the city would construct, own, operate, and manage the facility. City Councilor Ashley Hill expressed concern that the negative effects of the garage outweigh the benefits. Several residents spoke out against it, too.
There is a need for parking. The logical place to put parking is in the pit from the pavilion all the way to the sheriff's office. That will take some logistics to organize among the federal building and Vermont Mutual. But that is the only sound place for a project of this scale.
If it had been thought that this was a city project for a garage all along, someone should have come forward and said, hey, wait a minute, this is a city project, not a private project. So I think the process has been flawed.
Mayor Ann Watson has expressed hope that the project will be supported by the council and Montpelier residents. City Council is awaiting a decision from the state on funding and will then try to get a bond vote on the November ballot. It is 7:09. We got animals to brighten your day this morning.
That's right. Spencer Thomas is live with some furry rescue animals next. Can't wait for this one.
Weather is sponsored by MVP Healthcare, providing great choices for individuals and families.
7-Eleven on your beautiful Thursday morning. We have bright blue sky and tons of sunshine, and the sky is really bright and blue today. No haze at all. We'll add that back in the next couple of days as humidity starts to creep back up. But one of the most important things about this cold front is not only did it drop our temperatures, but it's pulling in dry air that originated over central Canada. So our dew points are lower, and that has kept fog development down this morning, and it keeps the sweat factor down throughout this afternoon. Showers wrapped up late yesterday. We had a few stragglers between about 8 and 10 o'clock, but then clouds cleared overnight while you were sleeping, and those clouds are going to stay out of our hair for the most part. Future Tracker does develop some thin high cirrus and maybe some mid-level puffy cumulus clouds over higher terrain this afternoon, but they are few and far and in between, and overall it is a sunglasses and sunscreen on type of late August day, and a rare late August day where we're talking about top temperatures in the 70s. So after the 50s, 40s, and even 30s this morning, we're all going to stay shy of 80 degrees this afternoon, even if that's only by a couple of degrees in the Champlain and St. Lawrence Valley. The Adirondacks in the Northeast Kingdom check in the low to mid 70s later on with a northwesterly wind at about 5 to 15 miles per hour, going to complement those 70s just fabulously. And dew point temperatures are in the 40s to low 50s. So if we refer to our muggy meter, that is undeniably right in that comfortable category after so many days going back to late June with dew points in the 60s or even 70s. So tomorrow, we're right back up to the low and mid 80s. I said it was a rare day. It's a short-lived little taste of fall for you. Low to mid 80s close out our week with a bit more humidity. Saturday's also fabulous. Sunday, we have to mention a couple of showers and storms, especially in northern New York and northern Vermont. We'll keep that same chance right into early next week. Your forecast is always available on our website, mychamplainvalley.com. Today would be a great day to send that link to your friends who maybe are out of state, out of the area. You can brag about how phenomenal it's going to be here. Guys?
Oh, that's mean. Not really, though. Not really. New this morning, we're getting ready for National Dog Day. What better day is there?
Best day of the year. Now, if you don't already have a furry friend, now is your chance, people. Our very own Spencer Thomas is live in Williston today. Hey, Spencer, what are you up to? Oh my God.
Hello, ladies. Good morning. Yes, I am here at Albreed's Rescue in Williston. I'm here with Willy. This is my new fur friend, and we are preparing for what is, in my opinion, the best day of the year, National Dog Day. And so I'm also here with Megan Burrows, who is the director here at Albreed's. So Megan, how are we doing today?
We're doing really, really well today.
Good,
We've got happy dogs, all fed, all ready to go.
They're pretty loud back there. I don't know if you guys can hear, but they're pretty loud.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Megan, tell me a little bit about what Albreed Rescue is about.
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit dedicated to rescuing high-risk dogs down south and bringing up for forever homes up north.
Okay, so where is this guy from?
So
right
Willy
here.
is from South Carolina, so the Greenville area of South Carolina. He came up to us about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about him. He's a pit mix,
He's
right?
a pit mix, yeah, so he's a pit mix. We don't know too much about his background other than he's about a year and a half. So he's still a young guy. He loves people, loves the other dogs we put him with here. He's a pretty easygoing dude.
He is so cute. He's so chill. That's the best way to describe him. Loves giving kisses. Super cuddly too. We love those kinds of dogs. So tell us a little bit about the events that you guys do for Albreed's.
Yeah, so we're fortunate enough to be in the community with a lot of different community events. So we'll be at Essex Pool Day this Sunday. We'll also be at the Champlain Valley Fair for the parade at the beginning. So lots of events like that. The dog days this summer that we're looking forward to this Sunday. So.
Oh my gosh, yes, this Sunday is going to be so much fun. This weekend's going to be fun for the dogs and the pups.
We get to see who knows how to swim and who doesn't. So.
Oh gosh, that sounds like so much fun. Yeah. So we will be looking at more dogs here this morning. Willy is just one of the dogs that we'll be meeting today. If you guys are interested in adopting and fostering, we will have the link up on our website, mychamplainvalley.com. For now, live in Williston, Spencer Thomas, back to you guys.
New BFF.
Best day ever.
Best day ever.
Bring
All
one
right,
over,
Spencer.
please.
She's just, she's doing well with the stories that she's on.
I just love it.
I want to be there.